Welcome to Daily Magic, a cozy corner of the world where you're invited to rediscover and experience the abundant magic that dances through your life. This podcast is slow living wrapped in sparkles, self-love woven with inspiration, and mindfulness dipped in wonder. So brew up a cup of tea in your favorite mug, settle into your comfiest chair, and join me, Shainawexler, as we allow ourselves this respite to romanticize our lives and revel in daily magic. Hello, my beautiful friend. I'm so happy that you are here with me today as we are nearing the end of season 2 of Daily Magic. How are you feeling today? I know that this time of year can tend to take on this very pressing momentum feeling that can seem to only accelerate as we barrel towards the holidays and the end of the year and the new year. And I don't know about you, but for me, that press can really amplify my already tendencies to overthink and overplan and stress about details. I'm so detail oriented all the time, and then you add all these extra details and there's just so much overplanning that is happening. And so if you are experiencing any of those types of feelings as well, let's just take an intentional moment here together before we get started to take a couple of deliberate, clearing, grounding, deep breaths together, okay? So let's just do a nice, big, deep, slow inhale. And let's let it out really intentionally through an open mouth. Good. And now on this next one, let's really inhale deep into our belly. And on the exhale, I want you to let go of your tension in every muscle in your body and just get really loose and wiggly. Okay, so here we go. Big, deep inhale. Exhale it out. And wiggle. Can you hear the sound of my wiggling? I'm wiggling. Yes, beautiful. How do you feel? I personally feel better. Was it the breathing? Was it the wiggling? Was it the combo? Who's to say? But I'm feeling better. So thank you for taking the moment to do that with me. Now that you have grounded your energy just a bit, as always, I invite you to make yourself really comfortable and cozy as we join together to explore the magic of a solo date. Now, I know that based on what we just discussed about the pressures of this time of year, it might seem like the worst possible time to be thinking about taking some time to slow down and do something special for ourselves, right? Like this time of year, there's so much going on that we need to focus on externally. We're buying gifts for others. We're going to events of friends and family and figuring out how to host friends and family. And we're really thinking about a lot of the needs, desires, wishes of others. So I wouldn't blame you if this really felt like it was landing at the very wrong time of the year. But it's actually because of this busyness and hustle during this time of year that I really feel that it's so important for our mental and emotional health to deliberately create some time to really check in with ourselves. So you may ask, what exactly is this so-called magic of a solo date? Anyways, well, you always ask really good questions, so I'll tell you. Taking yourself out on a date touches into multiple types of magic and many of the types that we have previously discussed in some of our Daily Magic episodes. The magic of slowing down, the magic of rest, the magic of plating and presentation, the magic of mealtime, the magic of dolce far niente, the magic of anticipation, and sometimes even the magic of inventing holidays. But I feel that one of the most magical qualities of a solo date is its capacity for us to build, develop, refine, and deepen our relationship with self love. And when I say that a solo date is an act of self love, it is really easy to take that statement at face value and attribute the idea of, quote, self love as just being about doing the floofy, pampering, treat yourself types of things, right? The things we see on Instagram. And while there absolutely is, and actually should be, an aspect of that pampering, treat yourself type of mindset in these solo dates, there are also numerous more profound and powerful aspects of our self-love experience that really occur when we intentionally set aside time to take ourselves out on a date. And those really powerful aspects are the aspects that we're going to be really exploring together today, okay? So, first off, let's set the stage with what a solo date really even is. So, just like a romantic date with a partner, a solo date can take the form of many types of experiences, right? So it could be a dinner out at a nice restaurant or a double feature at the cinema with popcorn and snacks. It can be a picnic at your favorite park or a night away at an Airbnb. Or it can even be that personal nurturing in the form of caring for your body, a pedicure, facial, or a massage. And just like when we plan a date for our special someone and we're really taking into consideration what we know our partner likes and what they're needing in their life right now, on a solo date, it's also about tuning into what we would really enjoy and appreciate, what we might really need in our lives right now. We're taking our own wants and preferences into account when planning and anticipating the details of our solo event for ourselves. And also, in the same way that a date planned with a partner has the ultimate goal of really just spending quality time with that person, our goal on a solo date is to spend intentional quality time with ourselves. That means that we make ourselves the priority, and it means that we eliminate all other distractions. And you're an adult, so I can't just tell you what to do, but for your solo date with yourself, I highly recommend leaving your phone in the car and simply bringing a journal and a pen along with you so that you can write down any thoughts or ideas or musings or song lyrics that you may have as you spend this time with yourself. Everything from the planning of this solo date to the actual experience of the time that we create and set aside for ourselves has the potential to open the door to powerful expansion on our relationship with self-love. These dates are a chance to get to know ourselves on a deeper level, to create a landscape for us to be with our own thoughts. It's a time designated for us to observe our own wants and needs and desires without feeling that need to automatically defer to the wants, needs, desires of others. On our solo date, we'll have the opportunity to pose multiple types of questions to ourselves that is going to help us reveal and understand more and more about ourselves. Even the most simple question like, what am I hungry for? What am I in the mood to eat today? What do I want to have to eat when I don't have to factor in the wants, needs, preferences, dietary restrictions, and allergies of others? Even a simple question like that can really help us to slow down and tune in and perhaps even notice how difficult it might be to hear our own answer when there isn't somebody else kind of creating the landscape for us, or somebody that we can say, oh, I'm not really in the mood for anything in particular. What do you want? Yeah, that sounds good. And that, my beautiful friend, actually leads us into our activity for today. So now that we've explored the idea of a solo date, let's step into one. If you would like to join me, I am going to walk us through a choose your own adventure type self-love meditation. And while the magic of a solo date is infinitely more potent when we take the time to actually go on a solo date, if you allow yourself the time right now, the intention, the attention to participate with curiosity in this little meditation, you will create the space to witness yourself on a much more loving level, which will afford you at least a taste of the magic of a solo date. In this meditation, I'm going to ask you questions that will invite you to tune into various levels of your relationship with yourself. So, I would love for you to take a moment to slow down, find a comfortable place to sit or lie down, settle in, get comfy, and then close your eyes and treat yourself to some self-love right now. Let's imagine that we've decided to take ourselves out to dinner tonight. Let's start simply and begin with that all-important first question. I want you to ask yourself, what am I hungry for? What am I in the mood to eat tonight? Do your best to try to take away logistics or thoughts of others, what would be close, what would make most sense, and really tune in. Ask yourself, what am I hungry for? Not what do I have a gift card to? What's my go-to? But what am I in the mood to eat tonight? Next, what type of environment would I enjoy being in this evening? Am I craving a setting that is vibrant and lively, full of other people and their energy? Or, conversely, am I seeking a space that is cozy and quiet, where I can easily be with my own thoughts and tune into my own energy, a place to recharge? Really tune into your feelings around this. There is no right or wrong answer, only what you truly feel you would enjoy tonight. Ask yourself, what type of environment would I enjoy being in this evening? As you hear your internal answer to those questions, I now want you to ask yourself, would I find it fun and exciting to dress up for this occasion? Do I want to go glam? Or would I feel relieved to have an evening where I don't have to be on and I can just rock my favorite sweats and a baseball cap? What would I enjoy wearing tonight? And now that you know what type of food you're in the mood to eat, the type of energetic environment you want to be in, and how you'd like to wardrobe yourself, I want you to begin constructing a mental image of the perfect restaurant for your solo date tonight. It can be a real place in your city that you know well, or it can be an imagined ideal restaurant that you create in your mind's eye. Bring yourself there now. Begin seeing the space in great detail. Bring yourself right into the front door of your chosen restaurant. See the decor, the seating, the waitstaff. Begin smelling the aromas of your chosen cuisine. Really amplify your senses. Now that you've arrived at your restaurant, tune into how you feel in that space. As you survey the space for where you might want to sit, let's ask ourselves a few more questions. Would I like to sit inside or outside? Would I be most comfortable sitting at a table or a booth or a high top? Would I like a spot that will allow me to interact with others, to open myself to spontaneous conversations with the waitstaff and other diners? Or do I want a tucked away corner booth? Questions like this may feel silly, but take the time to really ask yourself where you feel most comfortable, most able to settle in, with no one else with you to look to see what they prefer. Where would you choose to sit? As you decide, I'm going to ask you to do something that might feel a bit uncomfortable for some of you. I want you to visualize yourself asking the hostess for the exact spot that you would like to sit. Visualize yourself asking for what you want. And tune in to how that may feel to you. Watch yourself being led over to your seat of choice and feel yourself getting settled in, taking off your jacket or setting your purse aside and finding a really comfy position. Watch as your server comes over to take your order. Do you feel ready to ask for what you'd truly like to eat and drink? Or would you appreciate more time to peruse the menu and weigh your options and decide? What do you need to feel prepared and certain of your order? What will make you feel the most at ease? Observe how you feel in this moment. Once again, visualize yourself asking kindly and directly for what you're needing and wanting. If you are ready to order, do so. If you would appreciate more time, ask for it and take it. Remember that this solo date is designed to spend quality time with yourself. So let's take a second to consider some options that we have on this solo outing that we don't always think about when we're with others. Would I like my server to bring all the dishes that I order at the same time so that I can nibble and taste and try them all together? Do I want them to bring one thing at a time and give me loads of ample time to savor each bite and each sip? What are my preferences? Good. Now I want you to imagine that the dishes you ordered are arriving to your table and being served. And the waiter says that obligatory, "Be careful, the plate is hot," as he sets it down in front of you. And now you ask, when I'm on my own, with no expectations on me and no one else to consider, at what pace do I enjoy eating? Do I want to eat everything quickly while it's really hot and feel that satisfying, full feeling, and then sit and linger and people watch and journal my passing thoughts? Do I want to take my time and draw out each bite, really practicing savoring the experience, journaling and watching the world go by between each bite? Notice how very many things you can learn and observe about your own wants, needs, and desires when you give them the space and environment to speak to you. Thus far in this meditation, we've touched into self-love by focusing on creating a place for our wants and personal preferences to take center stage. We've felt the good feelings we're able to experience when we prioritize time with ourselves. But we can also learn just as much about ourselves, self-compassion, and ways to best love ourselves from the discomfort that we may experience in this solo date setting. While, of course, we intend this time to be something that feels special and wonderful, it's equally as important to bring attention to what discomfort may be operative within us as we imagine sitting alone for a meal. So let's switch gears with our questions a bit. As you feel yourself at this restaurant by yourself, ask yourself, do I feel exposed being here on my own? Am I worrying what others may be thinking about seeing me eating alone? Do I feel lonely? Do I feel uncomfortable with the silence? Do I feel overwhelmed by my own racing thoughts? Do I feel the need to rush through this experience? Do I feel the need to cling on to every last moment of it, driven by fear that I won't get time like this again? Do I feel selfish for spending this time by myself? Do I feel that my money could be better spent on practical things rather than this? Does this experience feel frivolous? Posing these questions to yourself may be revealing wounds of the past or casting light on beliefs you've held about your own value. Maybe they're exposing how you feel in your skin, your relationship with self-worth, or fears of asking for what you want and need. I encourage you to be with and really inspect the unsettled feelings, the resistance that may be arising within you. These places of discomfort have powerfully important things to teach us about what parts of us may be longing to be witnessed, or nurtured, or accepted. When we make deliberate time to sit with these tender places with compassion, curiosity, and honesty, we offer ourselves one of the greatest gifts we can give: the gift of true self-love. Hopefully, this visualization helped you glimpse the reasons why a solo date holds so much magic. A solo date creates a safe, intentional space where you can rediscover your preferences, honor your needs, explore your desires, and meet the parts of yourself that have been waiting to be seen. It's an act of both celebration and healing. A beautiful reminder that your relationship with yourself is worthy of your time, your attention, and your love. And if you are feeling the value of today's self-love exploration meditation, would you please be willing to do me a really big favor and quickly leave a 5-star rating on both Spotify and Apple Music for Daily Magic? It genuinely is such an important factor in this show being able to be shared with others who would also really appreciate and benefit from it. And I know that everyone and their dog are always asking you to like and subscribe and rate and review. And I know that by now it's really easy to tune those words out completely. And truthfully, I know that I definitely did tune those out before I became a creator. I wasn't trying to withhold anything from the creators of my favorite podcasts and YouTube channels. I just really didn't understand how truly important and supportive it was to take those small actions on their behalf. And so if that's just something that you just haven't really understood is like very, very helpful, and you'd be willing to help me with that today, I would appreciate that so much. I am looking forward to hearing all about the solo dates that you plan for yourself. And my beautiful friend, we have only one more episode to go for season 2 of Daily Magic. We're going to take a few-month break, and then we will be back together again for a brand new season 3 of Daily Magic. And I won't lie, I'm already so excited for season 3 because I have some really exciting new things up my sleeve for our next season together. And I'm really eager to surprise you with those. I'm rubbing my hands together in anticipation. I'm so excited to surprise you with these things that are running through my mind for season 3. And for now, I will just suffice it to say that this next season of Daily Magic is bound to be the coziest, most interactive season yet. And I just know that you're going to love it. I just know that. I am looking forward to seeing you for our upcoming final episode of season 2. And in the meantime, be blessed, be light, and be the magic.